Hello students, welcome to our comprehensive course on CAN protocol. In this introductory lecture, we'll explore the content of the course and what you can expect to learn. This course is the second in our CAN Trilogy series, featuring 5 sections and 34 lectures, totaling over 13 hours of in-depth content. Our first course, Master CAN Protocol Completely from Scratch, was a bestseller and laid the foundation by covering the protocol aspects of CAN and CANFD, including frame formats, error states, bus off, arbitration processes, and many more. We provided simulation tools for hands-on practice and concluded with a practical demonstration using the CAN testing tool Canalizer. In this second course, we shift our focus to CAN development in the automotive industry. You'll learn about CAN nodes, Comstack configuration, DBC files, CAN driver configuration, and related concepts. We cover both theoretical and practical aspects needed for real-time CAN development. You'll gain hands-on experience with two Autosar configuration tools. First, the open source Autosar configuration tool from DD Silence, and second, Vector Davinci Configurator Pro tool, a crucial industry standard tool which has monopoly over automotive industry today. The license of this tool costs in lakhs of rupees, but you will be able to get a real feel and demonstration with this tool in this course at every stage. We'll also delve into the CAN DBC file, including its creation, editing, and understanding its structure using both text editors and the CANDB++ tool from Vector. We'll guide you to obtain a free version of the CANDB++ tool and a help guide document for hands-on practice during this course. To reinforce your learning, Excel simulation tools will help you understand theoretical concepts better. Each section concludes with a quiz to test your knowledge, boosting your confidence and mastery of the material. By the end of this course, you will be well prepared for any CAN development interview and capable of working independently. Following this course, the final installment in our CAN trilogy will focus on mastering the Comstack. We'll cover each of Comstack module in detail, including the Autosar configuration parameters and APIs, etc., enabling you to develop code or manually configure the Comstack module yourself. Stay tuned for this exciting final course in the trilogy. Now, let's break down the course contents of this second course in the trilogy. This course basically contains 5 sections. The first section is Introduction. In this introductory section, you'll meet your course instructor and learn about the prerequisites needed for this course. We'll also give you a comprehensive overview of what you'll be learning throughout this course. This contains mainly 3 lectures. The first is Introduction to the course and instructor. Here, get to know your instructor and his background and also overview of the course. Second is the course prerequisites. Here, understand what prior knowledge and skills are needed to get the most out of this course and the basic setup needed, and we will help you in setting up that as well. Third is the course overview, which is this lecture. Here, a brief outline of the topics and sections we will cover as we are doing it now. The second section is on CAN node basics. This section dives into the foundational elements of a CAN node, crucial for understanding how CAN communication works and ECUs communicate over a CAN network. This contains basically 8 lectures. The first lecture is Elements of a CAN node. Here, an introduction to the key components of a CAN node is given. Second is CAN transceiver, a detailed lecture on the role and functionality of CAN transceivers. Here we have taken the example of standalone CAN transceiver MCP2551 for practical understanding. The third lecture is CAN controller, an in-depth session about the CAN controllers. We have taken internal CAN controller example as Infineon's Multi-CAN Plus and external CAN controller example of MCP2515 for practical understanding. The data sheets and user manual of these controllers are also attached in the resource section. Basic CAN versus full CAN is a fourth lecture. A comparison of basic CAN and full CAN, theoretical knowledge and the practical demonstration with the Autosar configuration tools is shown here. Next comes the CAN acceptance filtering. Here you learn about the CAN acceptance filtering and how the filtering logic works. We have also demonstrated how to create and configure the hardware filters in CAN using both Autosar configuration tools. After this, we have the CAN processing of interrupt versus polling, a discussion on different processing methods in CAN and its configuration in CAN driver in Autosar. After this, we have the CAN mailbox structure. Here we will explore the structure of CAN mailboxes. The practical understanding with CAN controller datasheets and user manuals is shown as well. And the last lecture of this section is Autosar Comstack structure and overview. A brief overview of the Autosar Comstack structure and CAN flow with Comstack is explained here. The next section is on CAN bit timing parameters. Timing and baud rates is crucial in CAN communication, and this section covers all the essential concepts related to that. For each lecture, both theoretical understanding and practical demonstration with Davinci Configurator Pro tool and open source Autosar Configurator tool is demonstrated similar to previous section. This contains basically 6 lectures. The first lecture is recap of CAN bit segments and baud rates, where we have given a review of fundamental concepts and a recap about the bit segments and baud rates which we learned in the first course of the trilogy. Next, we will learn about the time quanta. Here we understand the basic time unit of the CAN communication, which is time quanta, is explained. Next, we have bit sampling and strategies. Here learn about different strategies for the bit sampling. After this, the clock frequency and BRP, which is baud rate prescaler. In this, we explore how clock frequency and BRP affect CAN communication and derivation of time quanta value from that. The fifth lecture is the CAN driver configuration for baud rate. Here we get the practical insights into configuring CAN drivers for different baud rates. The last lecture is about the equating baud rate for nodes with different clock frequencies. Here we understand different techniques for synchronizing the nodes with varying clock frequencies with examples. After third section, we move on to the fourth section, which is about the synchronization in CAN protocol. Synchronization ensures data integrity in CAN networks, and this section explains how it is achieved in detail. This contains 7 lectures. The first lecture is the need for synchronization in CAN. Here we understand why synchronization is crucial in CAN communication. Next lecture is about the hard synchronization in CAN. Here we have a detailed discussion on the hard synchronization and everything about it. Next, third lecture is about the resynchronization in CAN. Here we learn about the resynchronization process in CAN. The fourth lecture is about bit stuffing and maximum tolerance for resynchronization. So following the previous lecture on resynchronization, here we understand the bit stuffing and its role in resynchronization part. And fifth lecture is synchronization jump width SJW and its configuration in CAN driver. Here the configuration of SJW in CAN drivers is understood. What is synchronization jump width? What is its significance? What are the minimum and maximum values it can take? And how it is configured in the CAN drivers. All these are explained and demonstrated. Next lecture is on resynchronization use case for positive phase error. Here we have taken the practical examples of handling the positive phase errors and shown how resynchronization occurs for those use cases. The last lecture of this section is for resynchronization use case of negative phase error. Similar to previous lecture, in this lecture also, the practical examples for handling the negative phase errors is shown. By the time you have completed section 4, you will be an expert in CAN driver configuration in any of the Autosar configuration tools available in the market. The last section of this course is section 5, which is about the CAN DBC and Comstack in Davinci Configurator Pro. This section covers the CAN database DBC and the configuration stack used in automotive applications, which is Comstack, and how CAN DBC can be used to automatically configure the Comstack in Davinci Configurator Tool. This contains 10 lectures in it. The first lecture is about the CAN database. Here an introduction to CAN databases is given. The second lecture is various CAN databases in the automotive industry. Here the overview of different CAN databases used in the industry is explained in detail. The third lecture is the CAN database components and our setup. So we have given a detailed look at the components of a CAN database and our specific setup which we will be using for the demonstration and DBC etc. in the next lectures is explained in this lecture. The fourth lecture is the CAN DBC structure as seen in a text editor. Here we understand the DBC file structure as viewed in any text editor. The example which we have taken is a Notepad++. The fifth lecture is CAN DBC structure in a CAN DB++ tool. Here we learn about the DBC structure using the CAN DB++ tool. In this lecture, we also guide you on how to install the CAN DB++ tool free version and how to open the DBC in that and view it. The sixth lecture is on editing of CAN DBC, how to edit a CAN DBC file, how to add a message, how to add a signal, how to add attributes, how to add value tables, how to link value tables to signal, how to link the signals to the messages, etc. All these concepts are explained and demonstrated using CAN DB++ tool. The next lecture is on signal properties in a DBC file. Here you will be able to explore the signal properties within a DBC file. The next 8th lecture is message properties in a DBC file. Similar to previous lecture, here also you understand the properties but for a message in a DBC file. The 9th lecture is DBC attributes. Here you will learn all about the DBC attributes, the system attributes, user defined attributes, etc. And the last lecture of this section and the course is the Comstack configuration in Davinci Configurator Pro using DBC. This is a practical session on configuring the Comstack using a DBC file in Davinci Configurator Pro. Here you will be able to see the step-by-step demonstration and how do you perform the Comstack configuration using DBC. I have also attached the help document which provides a step-by-step guidance on how do you configure the Comstack using the Davinci Configurator Pro with a DBC file. This course is designed to provide you with a thorough understanding of CAN protocol and its applications. We look forward to embarking on this learning journey with you. So that's it for this lecture. This ends the introductory session of this course. Next, from this session 2, we will start with the technical learning journey of this course. I'll see you in next lecture. Have a nice day and happy learning.